Good evening. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your presentation. My name is Ameyaw Debrah. I am an entertainment and lifestyle blogger. And my first question would be, when you were talking, you did mention some of the jobs you've created and what you're going to do.
Right.
But when I look at jobs and the youth, it's one thing having a job, and then it's one thing having a well-paying job. And on the flip side, people are complaining about salaries not being good enough. And across board, I don't think in the last 8 years we've seen something that was so significant to change the salary structure across board for people. So as we are looking at creating jobs, also, what are you going to do if you come into office in terms of creating lucrative jobs for people? Because I don't want to arrive at the airport and see airport staff begging for money or complaining that they're not earning enough.
Yes, thank you very much. And I think that's a very good concern for all of us, because you want decent, well-paying jobs that can make ends meet. And so for us, you start by education and skills training, right? That the skills can get you the better jobs, because there are certain skills that are demanded, whether it's in the oil industry, fabricators and welders and so on, and they tell us we don't have enough of them. We have people looking for the jobs, but they may not have the skills. So how do we match the skill set with the labor market demand? It's a very, very, very important thing. And this is why, we have the Ghana Skills Development Fund. We've got a $40 million investment in that to build skills of Ghanaian workers. We are invested over the last 7 years, about $6 billion, 6 billion Ghana cedis in TVET, the skills. We've retooled 34 NVTIs with state-of-the-art equipment so that they can get the skills done. If you don't have the skill, they cannot get the well-paying jobs, both inside and outside the country. So I think the first thing is do the education and skills. Free SHS is helping. TVET will also help. And then you need the skills side. And then also you need to encourage the apprenticeships programs, because a lot of the time you may finish, you want to be a hairdresser or whatever, you need to go through the apprenticeship programs. And I think that is also something that we'll be doing. Then you look at investments in the digital space, for example, IT, where there's a lot of demand for skills. And so if we can train people to have those skills, they can have better jobs in those skills. So I believe that generally the skill set of people, and if you look at where we are trying to go, whether it's invest in the agri sector, whether it's in the digital sector, the housing sector, the infrastructure sector, you can have higher and better quality paying jobs in those sectors when you bring the skills to bear in those areas, even in agriculture.